Park Civic Association will be hosting an Evening to Love Your Troops on Saturday, February 4th at the Bridgeview Yacht Club. The IPCC is teaming with the Long Beach Waterfront Warriors, who've been bringing wounded service men and women to our vicinity for nearly a decade, putting them up in the Alegria Hotel or with local families, and showing them a lot of love with a parade, with dinners in their honor, visits to Ground Zero, the top of the Rock, and several New York City firehouses where they bond with New York's bravest, as well as many of New York's finest. A great night for a great cause. This from Long Beach High School. Regents, RCT, and mid-year examinations are administered this week, January 24th through 27th. It's important for parents and their children to discuss their obligations with respect to taking mid-year exams, Regents exams, and completing projects for each of his or her courses. Also from Long Beach High, a new DNA sequence that Long Beach High School seniors and International Baccalaureate Diploma candidates Savannah Kyle and Leah Shokrian identified through their participation in the school's science research program was published to the National Center for Biotechnology Information's International Database, GenBank. How cool is that? Also here in Long Beach, last month Long Beach was awarded $750,000 in state economic development funds to develop what are referred to as complete streets, roads designed and planned to consider the safe, convenient access and mobility of roadway users of all ages and abilities, from pedestrians and cyclists to motorists and those who use public transportation. Much of the funding will continue the initiative adopted by the City Council in 2013 on the heels of Superstorm Sandy. The intention will be to both foster convenient ease of use for residents who travel in a variety of ways and develop the downtown area of Long Beach in a way that fosters local economic growth. City Manager Jack Schneerman called it a big win for the city. Agreed. Sustainable Long Island, in collaboration with the City of Long Beach, will be hosting additional one-on-one style small business mentoring sessions designed to provide personalized assistance to small businesses and/or aspiring entrepreneurs. Mentoring session themes will cover strategies to grow your business, resources for accessing capital, achieving financial success, how to utilize digital marketing tools, and other topics to assist in the success of your small business. More information can be found on the flyer on your screen. Session 3, January 24th, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Long Beach Library. Session 4, February 18th, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., Long Beach Adult Learning Center. Space is limited. Please RSVP to the address on your screen. This right here in Long Beach as well. Join your friends and neighbors as they take the Super Bowl Splash Plunge on February 5th, 2017. All proceeds benefit Make-A-Wish, Metro New York, and Western New York. Help us grant as many wishes as possible for children facing life-threatening medical conditions in our communities. Senator Todd Kaminsky has put forth legislation to have the state conduct a comprehensive health review of 1,4-dioxane in water, a likely carcinogenic chemical found in Long Island water. Senator Kaminsky secured a grant for the Point Lookout Fire Department, Point Lookout Lido Fire Department, to purchase a Hearst tool, also known as Jaws of Life. We must do all we can to support our local volunteer fighters, said Senator Kaminsky. Todd Kaminsky released a statement that he's honored to announce that he will serve as the ranking member of the Senate Environmental Conservation Committee, a much-needed committee nowadays. This from legislator Denise Ford. Denise Ford joined together with Presiding Officer Gonsalves and the Republican caucus to file a home rule message resolution and called upon New York State to extend the senior tax abatement, which is due to expire, and to refund any excess taxes paid due to the expiration of the abatement. The senior tax abatement that was enacted back in 2002 to offset a 19.3% tax increase imposed by then County Executive Tom Suozzi. The original abatement was set by New York State for a term of 15 years. The following is excerpted from a January 17th letter from Denise Ford addressed to City Manager Jack Schneerman and the City Council. Says Denise, "It has come to my attention that the owners of various concession stands on the boardwalk have asked the city to renegotiate their leases to allow them to apply for liquor licenses. While this decision will ultimately be made by the city administration, residents should have an opportunity to hear the pros and cons of the proposal. There should be public hearings held, as these establishments are located on City of Long Beach property, and the costs and benefits should be discussed in an open forum. I have heard from residents who are on either side of this issue, and I have found out that many of our neighbors are not even aware of this proposed change. I know that I have many questions concerning this and would like to have a clearer understanding of the impact, if any, on the boardwalk and on the beach. The city held many public forums to get input from the residents on what they would like on the boardwalk. You listened to them then, and I urge you to reach out and listen to them once again. Sincerely, Denise Ford, County Legislator, 4th Legislative District." And there was this response from the owner of the Beach Local Cafe, which is on the westmost block of the boardwalk, on the boardwalk. "On behalf of the boardwalk business owners, I'd like to say we are really appreciative of all this feedback about the proposed changes to the concession contracts. Certainly we understand that this would be a touchy subject for some, but we approach this with the same community-minded spirit we've always taken so much pride in. We've spoken with many residents and local community leaders, and based on those conversations, we have suggested an extremely responsible and conservative program to the City Council, which we have outlined in the bullet points that follow. Here are those bullet points. Beverage service would be restricted to age 23 and older. We'd maintain restricted hours of operation from 10 p.m. With a 10 p.m. closing time. Security guards would maintain safety. There would be no alcohol signage or advertising. Beverage-specific cups would be used, no bottles or glasses. Service would be restricted to on-premises only, meaning you couldn't take the alcohol with you. Signage stating open container laws would be at all concession exits. Open container fines would be administered on the boardwalk where appropriate. All employees would be of legal service age and tips certified. Last month, Representative Kathleen Rice unveiled a new bill to protect children from drunk and impaired drivers. This legislation would set national standards for strict criminal penalties against individuals who drive while intoxicated or impaired with a child in the vehicle. Driving drunk with a child in the car is child abuse, said Representative Rice. We agree. While most states have taken some action, says Representative Rice, to crack down on those who commit this crime, Leandra's law in New York State is the toughest and most comprehensive child endangerment law in the country, and this bill will make it the national standard. We agree. Local officials, Kathleen Rice and Jack Schneerman, recently attended events in support of the ACA, also known as Obamacare. We stand with Representative Rice and City Manager Schneerman in supporting health care for those